Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Hour with the AAR mod and playing as Italy. We are here in 1934, so let's get going and figure out what the hell we need to do with our economy. Alright, let me check something. So we got 5 belligerents. Alright, we got more to deploy. Alright. Alright, so I need to go to... I want to go to war. I can go to war. Is it worth it, though? And okay, I know why. Because the more I produce, or the more troops I produce, the... Yeah, okay, got it. More it takes out. Alright, so I really need to go to, I actually do need to go to war soon. Okay, so that's going all over the area, fine. Alright. I got an idea. Oops. Still not wanting to take the hit of belligerents, so screw that. I'll just take the descent hit. Alright. So at least my metal is going up now. That's always a positive. Ah, Jamaica's free. Ah, Jamaica declares war in United Kingdom. Her. Is there a reason behind it, or is it just because of revolt risk? I think it looks like a revolt risk then. Huh. Oh, even Cuba's suffering from a revolt risk too. Partisan activity. Ah, the end of naval treaties. The London Naval Treaty effectively ended on the 1st September 1939. At the beginning of World War II, even during the brief period of supposed effectiveness, its clauses were honored more in the breach than in observance. Huh. But we're not in 1939. We're in February 1934. Huh. Okay, cool. Whatever. Interesting, though. So the naval treaty is pretty much over with. I'm not sure if that was a bug or what happened there. Alright, so now let's actually reinvest more into the consumer goods and supplies. And then just get the other 2 infantry, or the other 3 infantry done, which will be done in July. Purchase a licensed unit. Oh, that's so good. What? Oh, so oh, that's right. I got those to deploy as well. Oh. That's right. I forgot. Oh, what a stupid mistake I made. Okay, anyway, I'll just do it like this then. I forgot about these. I don't know why. Actually, I'll have the cab unit get the artillery. Give you the artillery as well, and then give you an artillery as well. So, and man, I'm such a fool. Oh, it took me a few videos to figure that out. And of course, that really doesn't do too much. Even if I make it my top priority, it's still going to go back down. I forgot the deployment pool. I don't know why, after all this time, I forgot about it. Purchase a licensed unit. Can't do it just yet. Why not? Because I don't have any money. Signed the Washington Naval Treaty now. In the aftermath of World War I, the British Empire had the world's largest and most powerful navy, followed closely by the United States, and more distantly by Japan. All three embarked upon large programs on new capital ships, battleships, and battle cruisers. In 1920, the United States had declared an aim to produce a navy second to none, and had already laid down keels for the 5 battleships and 4 battle cruisers. Japan was at the start of the its 8x8 program, 8 battleships and 8 battle cruisers. In early 1921, the British finalized the design and ordered 4 very large battle cruisers, the G3 battle cruiser, with plans for four more matching battleships, the N3 battleship, to follow. This burst of capital ship construction kindled fears of the new naval arms race, similar to the Anglo-German dreadnought race leading up to World War I. If I sign it, what will happen? Ooh. I don't want that much to send. So screw it. So now, as opposed to the London Treaty, this is the Washington Treaty. So we'll just follow it. Alright. July, May, June. Okay, so we're getting close. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of money now. I was, anyway. Close air support. Okay, good. I want to actually not really do too much research because I don't want to lose too much money by doing that. When working on a project, but they're not working on the project, so I don't lose that much money. Alright, so I got 1 deployed, 2 deployed, and then on the 30th, the 3rd will be deployed, and I'll shift the remaining production into consumer goods and supplies instead. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now that we have all that done, alright, let's do this. Who's in here? Mountain infantry. Okay, you go up there. Alright, so here we go. Let's end this video with a bang. Let's go to war with Yugoslavia now. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I do this and then go over here. Do some support attack. There we go. Ooh, looks like they lost. Okay, so let's hurry up down there. Head south. Keep going. Do this. Wipe them out. Good. Now that's it's got no victory points, so I'm not too worried about that. And it's not like they can really deploy any soldiers on it, so nothing to really worry about. Alright, come on. Alright, now here's the question. I'm wondering if I should just go for full annexation and then take so much of belligerent hit. I could liberate Croatia, but why do I want to liberate Croatia for? Sue for peace. I'll get those provinces instead, which is just a value of a 5. Okay. You know what? Alright, so I'm not fascist or anything, so we're going to settle with this. Oh, they reject the offer. Huh. Well, let me occupy that province then. Strengthen the war industry. The arms industry is the industry and business which manufactures and sells weapons and military technology and equipment. It comprises government and commercial industry involved in research, development, production, and service of military material, equipment, and facilities. Arms producing companies, also referred to as defense companies or military industry, produced arms mainly for the armed forces of their states. Departments of government also operate in the arms industry, buying and selling weapons, munitions, and other military items. Products include guns, ammunition, military aircraft, military vehicles, ships, top secret innovative weapon systems like tanks, and more. The arms industry also conducts significant research and development. So to arms, which we have no immediate fact for any of them. Alright, so I'm pretty much putting Yugoslavia to rest. I mean, things are not really looking up for Yugoslavia at this point in time. I mean, you can understand why. No, okay, yeah. Balkan and tribute. I mean, I'm sure I could just outright take all of this, but of course they still reject it, interestingly enough. Wipe those guys out. Oh, ooh, take that province though, because that's actually worth something. Okay. So we'll take that. Oh, you guys go south. You guys take that province. Taking the victory point provinces does help. It's actually beneficial for you to really do that. Because in any overall sense, it actually gives your alliance, your team, in a sense, the overall advantage. Now, I'm not too worried about this this temporary capital, because it actually means nothing at this point in time. So now we pretty much just annihilated the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. Alright. Now, they really have nothing left to fight with. So I'm curious on how much I can get out of them now. And victory point provinces also help with the see, here's what I want. I want to make you my puppet. You reject that offer. And a lot of times they don't agree with the outcomes that you give them. Now, the reason I want them to become my puppet is that I would get more bang for my buck, essentially, as far as their resources is concerned. Actually, let me occupy that province. That probably would help. Let's see. So I would get all of that. But no. I don't want just territory. I want territory that's efficient. Alright, so now I can outright just annex them if I wanted to. Screw it then. Now, if I release Yugoslavia, I think they would gain those 2 territories back that I just gave them, or that I have claim on. It actually does not look like it would. Okay, Dubrovnik. Okay, you can see Dubrovnik and Split. I don't have any partisan activity as opposed to the rest of Yugoslavia. So I'm wondering. And it sucks I don't have an order. I'm actually going to give it a shot. See what happens. Okay, good. I do retain those territories. Awesome. That's how it should be. Alright, good. So Petard the second. Okay, okay, so now they actually have a full cabinet now. Alright, so now Yugoslavia is free. However, I still retain those 2 territories. Now, and of course they're a puppet. Now, the reason I want them as a puppet is it does get rid of a lot of the partisan activity. You know, it does decrease my belligerence back to 0 because of the annexation. But even though I gain some dissent out of it, I also, as my puppet, I'll gain these resources. I think it's 1,000 max, and then they'll send me like the excess resources, essentially. So they're not really allowed to go over 1,000. However, their industries still pretty much work in some ways. But they'll send me the resources, which they got, you know, some good resources down here. Some good resources. You can see 2 there, 1 there. For rare materials, look at that. Not bad. So it's well worth it. Well worth it. So now I got them as my puppet. I'll babysit them. Make sure they don't do anything stupid, and also I won't give this territory back to them. I'll actually, you know, defend this for them. So from Hungary, just in case Hungary does something stupid, and also same with Greece. But other than that, all right. And also, they retain the ability to build armed forces. So I'm not complaining about. I'm not going to really go on a huge tirade about that if they decide to build up their army. But essentially, that was a pretty short fight. Started from August, ended in November. Not too bad. So now we're in December. We are heading towards 1935. And it wasn't that bad. I know I got to reinforce some of my armies. I'll do that as soon as my dissent actually does go down. Or when it does. Actually, I probably could do a little bit right now. It won't hurt. Alright. Alright, so let's see. I think the puppet thing still works here. Alright, so we're in 1935 now. Of course, you know, we kind of got hit with some resources. We're lacking a lot of resources in a lot of areas, so I'll take care of that. I'm actually going to do, in 1935, I will guarantee its independence, too. So now Yugoslavia's independence is guaranteed by Italy as well as they give me, you know, they're my puppet. They give me military access and all that fun stuff. Of course, they got territorial claims on me. I don't care. So with that, that was a nice little war. Not too bad. First war for Italy since the end of the Great War. So not too bad. I know it doesn't really look like much, but in that aspect, it does look like a little bit more. So until then, I will see you guys for the next part, in which we will take care of more 1935. So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you then.